So we're studying living Emunah, and we spoke about how a person doesn't have to have regrets about things that have happened that he tried his best on, because the way that things turned out is the way that Hashem wanted them to turn out. And so it is not only with regard to looking back, but also to looking forward, that a person can have a certain calm. He doesn't have to worry about what's going to happen, because he knows that in the end, that everything that is going to happen is what should happen and what Hashem wants to happen. And Hashem wants us to think like this, and He wants us to rely on Him. He wants us to include Him in our lives and be part of our thought process about how we go about things, that Hashem will provide and Hashem will help. Not that we should ignore Hashem and not make Him part of our thought process and things of how things go. Obviously not. Hashem wants to be included in how we think about things, and we have to say, what does Hashem want? What is Hashem going to provide? That has to be part of our mechanics of thinking, because we actually believe that to be true. And if we don't include that in our evaluations and calculations of what's going to happen, that means that we don't think Hashem is there and Hashem is going to come through. But Hashem wants us to think about Him, wants us to rely upon Him, just like a parent wants a child to rely upon the parent. And if the child would say, I don't think my parent can keep me safe, I don't think my parent could provide for me, obviously that would be a very hurtful thing for the parent. So too, Hashem, we are His children, and Hashem wants to provide for us and wants us to know that He provides for us and to think that He's capable of doing so, of course. So it's hurtful to Hashem, it's hurtful to our relationship if we don't think that Hashem can provide for us and keep us safe. And there is a medrash in Tehillim that he brings, that it says that, the verse says, Hashem Elokei Yeshuasi, that Hashem says that if we say to Hashem that Hashem is the God of our salvation, if we say to Hashem, you are our only source of salvation, and our eyes look only to you, then Hashem will respond, since this is the case, I am hereby bringing you salvation. But if we say to Hashem, you are one of our salvations, we have many roads to salvation, you are one of them, of course Hashem will not provide salvation for us then. If we believe in God, we don't need any other things, any other roads to salvation. That is the one true road. And that is what Hashem wants us to believe, and that is how Hashem wants us to act in our lives, to incorporate that into our lives, into the thinking that we go through in our lives, and to depend upon Hashem, just like any parent would want their children to depend upon them and to know that they can keep them safe and provide for them. That's what Hashem wants of us as well.